I lost my family. They're all gone. I was a fool. I brought my wife and child to this tomb, looking for shelter from the storm. I lost everything. Everything!
Hail. You're just in time. Hail and well met. Taking a break? Waiting for some friends? I'm a royal road worker. Do you appreciate the flat, even roads throughout Eastmarch? You can thank us for those. We've earned a little relaxation. We're throwing a celebration in Crag Wallow. You should join us. It'll be a night to remember. We even have a bard. He was passing by and agreed to perform at the party. Go talk to Burge Stoneheart, right up the road. He's our overseer. I'm sure he'll let you crash the party.
Another traveler wanders in, but you don't look like a bard.
You've got that right. We work hard and relax harder. You're welcome to join us. A bard wandered into camp right before you, so we'll have music as well as mead.
The cooks, Callagher and Hegvia, are arguing over what to serve for the party. They're up near the main hall. Callagher favors steaks. Hegvia wants to make goat stew. They want me to choose, but I hate to pick favorites. You decide.
Of course I like steak. I'm Nord, aren't I?
That's all Callagher really knows how to cook. Bear steaks, usually. He'll probably need your help getting the meat. Goat stew is delicious, full of meat, potatoes, and not too many vegetables. Hegvir is a pretty good cook. She'll probably need your help getting some of the ingredients for her stew, though.
Taste this. I think it needs a pinch more salt. Oh, did he? I'm sure he'd want something extraordinary for the party. Not just a slab of meat that's burnt on the outside and raw in the middle. Something worthy of a chef of my caliber. A savory goat stew would do the trick. One of the wild goats that wander around the area. They eat the flowers and sweet grasses during the spring and summer. It makes them so delicious. Wonderful. Here, if you feed this herb to a goat and pet it, it will follow you around like a lost puppy. Lead it back here, and I'll take care of the rest. The amazing aroma of the simmering stew will have mouths watering throughout Crag Wallow.
Goat stew. You have to use a spoon or a fork to eat it. What kind of meal is that?
Well, you did find a cute little goat for the main course. Look at it. So adorable. So plump. And so delicious. I'll start cooking right away. One more thing. Beige wants more mead. Would you talk to Raldolph Wolfkin? You'll find him by the storeroom where we keep the mead. He has the key.
What do you want? Key? What key? Oh, what's the use? It wasn't their fault. They didn't mean to take it. I won't say any more. I won't tattle on my friends. The key is lost, but I know where it is. Sort of. One of my wolf friends snatched it off my belt. Swallowed it in one gulp. I refuse to kill them for a key. They are beautiful, noble creatures. A woman who once loved me treated them as kin. I do. If you had known Olda and seen her among the wolves, well, you would look at them differently too. She was blessed by kine, and the wolves were always gentle around her. She taught me to respect them. Ah, my fair Olda. Do what you must then. They ran to the north. They're probably not far. Oh, my noble friends. I can't bear to watch this. Run. Run, my wolf brethren. Save yourselves! You can get into the storeroom now. You can blame a woman for that, love of my life. When I was a lad, I hunted wolves for sport and to keep them away from my family's farm. Then I met Olda. What a fine woman. We spent a summer together. Too short a time in these northern climes. She was from a noble family. Taught me to respect wolves. She claims them as kin. That's why I took the name, and why I won't kill them. Oh, Olda, I miss you so much.
Looks like you've been busy. Thanks for all your help. Now relax and have some fun. The party's already started. You know, we could use some music, though. Oh, there is. He's the one not dressed like a royal worker. He's upstairs last I checked. Why don't you go up and ask him to play us a song? As often as we can. The Skull King himself sends the mead to us on a regular basis. Likes to keep his workers happy. Good man, King Yoren. Sure bless him. Here and there, these camps are well built and well maintained. Great places to rest when the weather turns ugly.
A fine gathering. A fine gathering indeed. I suppose I have made them wait long enough. I like to build anticipation in my audience. Makes the reaction that much better. Yes, it's time. A bard must always gauge the audience. You want them relaxed, receptive. If they are too deep in their cups, they can't appreciate the wonderful tones of my lute. Yeah! My fine ladies and handsome gentlemen, it is time for music. Relax and listen to my songs. Let the music soothe you.
What happened here? There are dead and injured people all over the place. And who are you? I need to figure out what happened here. My friends deserve answers. I'm the overseer for the royal work crews in this area. When I left for Wilhelm a few days ago, my workers were hale and whole. Now I come back to find many of them cut down and the rest injured and confused. I need answers. You and anyone else who survived whatever happened here, I need to report to Jarl. How did you end up in Cragwallow? My gut tells me you aren't responsible. No injuries, but you seem to be recovering your wits well enough. Help me investigate what happened. Talk to some of the survivors. Let's see if we can piece together recent events. We need to figure out what happened here.
I want to catch whoever's responsible for this. 1 pint of mead. Not even. Half a pint at best. And my memory is all hazy. I sang along with the bard. His lute was just enchanting. Next thing I know, I wake up covered in wounds. It's a mystery. Such a blur. I might have seen things moving around. Not quite human, but too small to be trolls. Not ice wraiths either. Those things leave ice all over the place. Yes, that's it. We were attacked by small, not quite human things.
My head aches and everything looks blurry. I took a hard knock on the head. I don't remember much from earlier today. There was drinking and singing, and pie. I think I remember pie. No, it was just a normal pie. Apple, I think. Oh, sorry. I'm still a bit fuzzy. I think there might have been a brawl outside. Maybe someone got into a fight. I wish I could remember something. I was relaxed, drinking a bit. I heard the bard start to play and I decided I was going to have another piece of pie. Next thing I knew, I woke up with this lump on my head and they're all dead. Show them no mercy. Oh, I think I need to lay down for a while.
Why would anyone attack Cragwallow?
To be honest, I wasn't seeing all that clearly before the attack. I admit I had a drink. Or 7. I remember there was singing, then the screaming started. Or was it screaming and then singing? No, we were singing. The bard was playing. I think I saw you singing along too. No, I wish I could. That poor bard, I think I remember him yelling too.
Everyone seems confused. Did you find out anything at all? In a haze of memories, that bard and his music stand out like the sun on a clear winter's day. But where is he? I don't see a bard among the living or the dead. I agree. Search the area and see if you can find him. People remember music, and the bard is missing. A coincidence? Maybe, but I don't like the sound of it. I'll stay here to help the wounded and keep watch over the camp.
Please, help a dying old man. I beg, I'm not as strong or as fast as I used to be. I was assaulted by the same creatures that attacked Cragwallow. You track these monsters? Then I implore you to aid a dying old man. I was a soldier before joining the work crew. My sword and shield saw me through many battles. But I am a shadow of my former self. The creatures took my items and left me to die. I want my sword and shield with me for my final journey.
There was nothing I could do. I'm one of the royal workers. I followed the creatures that dragged off the bard, Reeklings. Unless I miss my guess, they haven't been seen around these parts in years. There were too many of the foul creatures. I couldn't help him. Nasty little goblins. Disgusting creatures, in my opinion. Into that cave. I never even knew there was a cave up here. He was still alive when they dragged him in there. The goblins seemed excited about something. I'm a road worker, not a soldier. I'm not going to walk into a den of Reeklings. That would be suicide. Whatever has the Reeklings so riled up probably led to the attack on Cragwallow. I hope you can save the bard and figure out what's going on.
Get me out of here! No, I'm not all right. These creatures dragged me here after slaughtering half the workers at Cragwallow. Well, about that, I'm not actually a bard. I found the lute. It's enchanted. I play a few notes and my audience falls asleep. They wake up later, a little confused, a little groggy, and missing some gold or an item or two. Perfectly safe. I had no idea it would attract Reeklings. They placed it on that altar thing over there. Their chief seems to like to look at it. He keeps coming in. Makes me nervous how he stares at me. But it's... well, I suppose you're right. Go ahead and destroy it. Then we can get out of here. You're going to have to get the key from the Reekling chieftain to let me out of the cage. You are going to let me out, aren't you? You got the key? Open the cage. What? You wouldn't leave me in here? I had no idea the loot would attract the Reeklings. It never did before. And I never wanted the workers to get hurt. I'm not a violent person. I'm not a criminal. Well, not a dangerous criminal. All right. I swear by the snow on my mother's grave. I'll turn myself in. I'm very sorry about what happened. Yes, of course, I did promise. I don't suppose I could just promise to find a new line of work, and then we could just skip the part that requires me to surrender. All right, all right. I'll go back to Cragwallow and tell the royal workers what happened. I may not be the most honest Nord, but I promised I would surrender myself to the royal workers if you got me away from the Reeklings, and I will. I never intended for anyone to get hurt. I'll stay away from enchanted items from now on.
The bard returned, telling a strange tale about an enchanted lute. He seemed quite distraught. Indeed, that's what Valding said. The poor sods in the foreman's cottage recovering. Imagine having an enchanted lute and not even realizing it.
Thanks for helping me back there. I don't want to think about what those Reeklings were going to do to me. The truth, mostly. Perhaps I included one or two omissions. I explained all about your most excellent rescue, though, I assure you. For a fake bard, I can tell a rousing tale. Well, I saw no reason to tell them I knew the lute was enchanted before I started playing. I'm giving up my thieving ways. I shall return home to solitude, eventually, and perhaps get some proper training at the Bard's College.
That poor man. Such a terrible thing.
I'm ruined. I can't believe this is happening to me. The better question is, what isn't the problem? I've got missing equipment, trolls, a spriggan infestation, woodcutters who refuse to work. It's a disaster. I'm sorry. I'm a bit upset. My lumber camp is ruined. Ruined! Really? When we tried to enter the camp, we were besieged by trolls. My trusty clerk Egenir volunteered to sneak in and find my logging chief, Jefelma. He hasn't returned, and I'm worried about him. If you could help, I'll pay you for your trouble. Jefelma comes from this part of the forest. Knows it like the back of her hand. I figured she'd be able to deal with the ghost stories. But trolls? How does anyone deal with a herd of trolls? There's so many of them. Jefelma's report stopped arriving several days ago. So I left my office in Windhelm and came out to investigate. A few woodcutters we did find said that the trolls began arriving in dribs and drabs, followed by the Spriggans. Egenir went to check on the logging cabin. He's a wood elf, so I figured he'd be able to deal with strange forest activity. But he hasn't come back yet, and now I'm concerned about him. I agreed to guard this fool of a forester, but I never signed on to fight an army of trolls. I think we should head back to Windhelm and consider this camp to be a lost cause.
Trouble in the woods? Send the wood elf. He can deal with it. Bah! Why do people think all Bosma have an affinity for nature? That's like saying all Nords love mead. Oh, wait a moment. Well, here I am. A troll tried to eat me, and a spriggan chased after me. By Ifrit, those things give me the creeps. I was looking for Jeff Elmer, but instead I found a couple of woodcutters hiding in here, so I decided to join them. One of the woodcutters saw her helping a logger near the other cabin. I was thinking of going to look for her, but then I thought about those creepy walking bushes and decided to stay right here. I'm a clerk. I didn't volunteer for this. Of course he did. And did he tell you that my special Bosma senses could figure out what's going on out here? Well, he lied about that too. The Nords claim there are forest spirits. Maybe one of the woodcutters chopped down the wrong tree.
I can't believe a spriggan got the drop on me. I'm going to turn that thing into kindling. Don't tell me Lord Fancypants actually left his cozy office in Windhelm. He hasn't been in a real forest in years. At least he made the trip. That's more than most bosses would do. Well, I think we offended the forest spirits. I know it sounds strange, but the forests of Skyrim are ancient and magical, and not everything likes to be disturbed. I think Thorvald bought land that had a prior claim attached to it. I think that this part of the forest belongs to a Spriggan matron. At least she's certainly treating the place like it's hers. She sent the forest trolls and lesser Spriggans to harass us and drive us off. You can find the Spriggan matron near the pool, just south of here. Be careful, elder Spriggans are ruthless and dangerous. But if you can handle it, the elder Spriggan really needs to die. It's the only way we'll all get out of this forest. Laugh if you will, but these forests hold many secrets. Thorvald probably got this land for a steal. Certainly our presence here seems to have offended something. I'll try to lead my workers out of here, but that Spriggan needs to die. I think that this part of the forest belongs to a Spriggan matron. At least she's certainly treating the place like it's hers. She sent the forest trolls and lesser Spriggans to harass us and drive us off. You can find the Spriggan matron near the pool, just south of here. Be careful, elder Spriggans are ruthless and dangerous. But if you can handle it, the elder Spriggan really needs to die. It's the only way we'll all get out of this forest.
Every day that this place is shut down is a day I'm losing gold. So, what happened out there? Do you bring me good news or bad? Really? That's outrageous. But that does explain what that old Nord I bought the place from was trying to tell me. Anyway, we'll leave the camp vacant for now. Eventually the trolls will leave. Take this for helping us, and thank you.
You dealt with the Spriggan matron, didn't you? Wish I could have helped. We'll wait around until the trolls leave. Without the influence of the matron, they won't stick around here for long. Then we can get back to business. I've had worse. If we had more time, I'd show you some of my more interesting scars. Anyway, thanks for helping us. Thorvald isn't a bad man. But like a lot of Nords, he's lost touch with the land. It's kind of sad if you think about it. When we lose our connection to the land, we forget the spirits that live there. I'm not just talking about ruins full of ghosts and Draugr. People forget that dark woods and ancient caves hold secrets. And forgetting such things can be dangerous.
I made my way back here, on my own. No thanks to Boss Thorvald. I really need a warm bed in a nice, safe inn, and a good meal, and probably a new job. How does anyone wind up anywhere? I wanted to see the world. Everyone thinks that Bosmer just want to hide in trees and shoot bows and giggle like children. Well, some of us want more than that. Sorry, but I'm still a bit rattled by all this troll and Spriggan business. Anyway, I have a way with numbers, so Thorvald hired me as his clerk. Believe me, the last thing I wanted to do was dodge trolls in the forests of Skyrim. That, I'd rather not talk about.
No harm shall befall you in this place. The balance of the world tilts precariously, and the gates of the dead shiver in anticipation. The Daedric Prince succeeds at his unholy task. This pocket proves that. We stand upon a rift between the planes. Here the border between the living and dead blurs. I died many years ago, during the Akaviri invasion. Yet here I stand, hoping that help will arrive. I long for my daughters to be returned to me. During the war, my husband's mind broke. He murdered our daughters, to save them from Akaviri torture, he claimed. He scattered their remains across Eastmarch, and left me here alone. You do me great honor. I miss my 3 daughters terribly. I'm not whole without them, but you give me hope. No, all I have is this page from my husband's journal. I can't leave this circle, but perhaps his words will lead you to my daughters? Find my daughters, and grant me peace. This separation has been horrible. I want my girls back, that's all.
Bones and blood, bathed in red, joined together, walking dead.
My cousin never returned, and I'm worried sick. He told me he was going to Icehammer's vault. Did you come from there? Do you have any news about my cousin? Yes, this does look like Ugisar's writing. I had hoped that his wife would convince him to give up treasure hunting, but it appears that the opposite is true. Thank you for bringing this to me. Rise up, darkness. Rise up! won't stop her. You won't stop her. She'll eat your heart, devour it whole. Never stop her. Never, never, never.
You returned, and you have them. Oh, even after all these years, they're still beautiful. The lovely smiles, the energy flowing through them. Oh, it's like we were never apart. Nonsense. I feel their presence. We're still connected, linked by blood, linked by magic. There's so much work to do, so much we still must accomplish, so much energy to touch, to devour. My husband didn't appreciate our work. When he found the bodies, he was shocked, disgusted. He never embraced the power as we did. No, he had to stop us. The fool. We gave them new life, but he stopped us, because a little blood scared him. But now I have my daughters back. We can start again, as a family. Nothing that concerns you. For the service you provided, you may live, but don't follow us. I won't allow anyone to separate my family again.